Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about none other than Memo600. Now, Memo600 shocked the internet yesterday. He had a lot of people online questioning this clip he put out, man. And basically in the clip, it looked like Memo and another dude were getting into it on stage. Now, I don't know when this clip was taken or, what the context of the argument was. I just know it was shocking to see Memo reacting this way. Now, everybody was tripping because Memo himself put the clip out. And before it, he put out a post that had everybody scratching their head. So everyone's wondering if we should put two and two together. And are these two things, the post that was before it and then this video being released, connected? Now, Memo, for those of you who don't know, is a part of 600. And, I should say he's a part of OTF, excuse me. And he's one of Lil Durk's artists. Now, he's taken to social media lately and talked about how things are going good over at OTF. And we're going to talk about the whole OTF album and all that as well. Now, before we get into all the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this whole Memo600 situation. Now, the video is, you can't chop it up any other way. It's pretty direct. Memo is on stage and he's getting into it with somebody it looks like from their entourage. Now, him and the dude in the entourage have some words, and Memo reaches out and gives him that good mush to the face. Now, Memo, man, he doesn't always seem like the type that would get wild on somebody, but if judging by his character in the past, like him going to Savannah to shoot the video in Quando Rondo's hood, to him doing a lot of different things in the street, allegedly, man, there's a whole bunch of stories online about that and about his situation and the whole Steve Drive thing. Those who know what I'm talking about, man. Now, it seemed like Memo at this point was maybe at his wit's end with whatever dude was saying. So, man, let me play the clip. And there's no audio to it. So, I wish we could get a better understanding of what it is. But, man, let's look at this clip. As you see in the clip right here, you see Memo, him and the dude's having some slight words, it looks like. And then Memo reaches out to touch him, man. I guess whatever he was saying, Memo was not feeling. And it seems like they still tussling on stage a little bit. But obviously, it wasn't a situation where it needed to be taken to the streets or something like that, because this dude looks like he's in their camp. It didn't look like anybody I recognized. For a second there, it looked like Muwap, but I don't think it was. It wasn't Muwap or anybody like that. But for a second there, I was trying to figure out who it was. And nobody has come out to say who it was. But before he posted this on his social media, Memo put out this clip right here, or excuse me, this post right here. And in the post, Memo basically said this. He said, "Keep y'all whack homies away from me." You know what I mean? With exclamation points after it. And he's basically alluding to the fact that maybe that was somebody else's homeboy who was in the entourage, and Memo was probably telling them to back up or something like that. And dude wasn't hearing him, so he gave him the good mush just to let him know that he wasn't about no games. Now, hopefully, man, this doesn't, go into anything stupid or like any type of street stuff, because, it looks like it could have been handled physically at that time. And it looked like cooler heads prevailed and other folks were trying to break it up. But Memo putting this out, hopefully that doesn't add any fuel to the flame of any argument or anything that they might have going on. Because right now, OTF is having a great week, man. They got a couple of albums on the top 10 on the charts, man. And the breakdown goes like this. So you got Lil Durk's album, The Voice, still in the top 5, man. That album is killing it right now, man. So The Voice is currently number 4. And you know what I'm saying? It put like a 25K up. And then you have, under that, you have Pooh Shiesty, which isn't OTF, but, they all cool. It's all click or whatever, man. They're clicked up. But then you got the Only the Family, Lil Durk presents Loyal Bros, and, Only the Family. And it did 22K the first week, man. It landed at number 7 on the charts. Now, a lot of people are pleased with this project. And I know over on YouTube, on this platform, that basically, man, it's doing big numbers, man. People are loving it. They got Durk and they got OTF steadily in the rotation. I actually jumped on a live where Memo and I think it was Buka, they were getting interviewed by some platform. I can't remember the name of it right now. And man, why give them a shout out anyway, man? But they were getting interviewed and talking about the success of the album. And man, when you look at this album in the track list, man, let's actually pull it. And okay, as we look at the track list in here, you can see they packed this thing up, man. I think it's like 23 maybe 24 joints on here. And you see a lot of, it gets mixed up a little bit, man. And on the track Chess, man, you have T Grizzly, which is a crazy shout out, you know what I mean? And then you got Little Mexico, you got Timo, you got a lot of people, man, on this joint, man. You see, Memo600 has a couple of appearances on here, man. Pretty good, man. Solid project. I listen to it a lot on YouTube, man. It's banging, man. It's banging. It's banging. You got a couple of, they've been saying that there's a lot of King Von material that hasn't been released. So we'll see, but I mean, judging by the tracks that they put on this, it sounds current. So it doesn't sound like anything that, King Von made maybe like 2-3 years ago. It sounds like a lot of stuff that's still current and that they still got in the stash. So man, it looks like if OTF continues on this path and they keep dropping these compilations every once in a while, they're going to keep this run going up, because there's so many stories this week right now that are just basically talking about the fact that, they got two different releases, or two different projects, in the top 10, which is dope, man, which is dope. And I love to see it, man, because dudes be grinding hard, man. And Lil Durk, man, after he made the move with Drake, man, it's been all up since then. They haven't looked back. It's just been all up. And it's to the point now where it seems like Lil Durk is giving other artists the stimulus package. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like they combined, they got their thing together over there. So I just can't wait to hear a couple more of these projects and hear the next big thing to come out of OTF. Now, what do you guys think, man? We talked about the Memo situation, and we talked about this Loyal Bros compilation. And man, it's a lot going on as far as, Lil Durk and his squad is concerned. But it seems like, man, they up for the challenge and things are going in the right direction. And man, I think for the most part that if they could stay out of all the craziness, because man, just remember, we're not too far removed from everything that went down in November. And there's still a lot of stuff going on in the music industry that's pretty crazy behind the scenes. So man, you would think like with the Memo situation, he's getting into it with the dude on stage. That must not be anybody super close to him or somebody who's tight in the crew or with OTF. But man, you never know, because I mean, it seems like they're going to need what I mean to say is it seems like they're going to need each other in the game more than ever. And they'll probably have to tighten up their crew. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think that dude that Memo got into it with is somebody that was obviously close to the team? Because, I mean, it didn't take it to the streets any further than that. Or do you think it was just a one-off argument where cats were getting into it and it just got caught on camera and Memo just put out that message just so people know that he ain't playing around out here? Because don't forget, he put that post out as well, and it seems like they were correlated, like they were linked. Like he put the post out as a caption to what happened in the video. Now, what about the OTF compilation, man, the Loyal Bros? Are y'all feeling that? Man, tell me in the comments. But with that, this been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.